Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Room 2003 Science Lightning Talk, science bits and bytes at lightning speed, covering the topic of. I'm your host, Mr. Wells. So, this topic covers PubChem. What is PubChem? Well, PubChem is a database managed by the National Library of Medicine, a government run website, a government managed website. What does it have to say about itself? Well, here is the about, the first couple paragraphs from the about on the PubChem website itself. You can see the link down here. And what we use it for, why we reference it in the Room 2003 science classes is simply it's a great chemistry database. So what does it do for us? Why do we use it? And why am I doing this lightning talk on PubChem? Well, first off, it is just that a key chemical information resource for scientists, students, and the general public. So it's a great resource for the classroom. But in addition to that, if you encounter a chemical at home or on the job and you want to know something about it quickly, PubChem is a great resource. It also does this for us, and I've kind of already mentioned that. It is really quick and easy to use to navigate, to find information that you want. And that's one of the things I like about it. You can find chemicals quickly and you can navigate the list of information about that chemical. And then last but not least, what's really nice about it is because it is a chemicals only database, it recognizes chemical names and formulas given in a common format. So in other words, you do not have to enter subscripts in subscript font. It recognizes because it knows you're asking about chemicals. And this is a big time saver and frustration eliminator. Oh, oops, sorry. That would be the terminator. I meant time saver and frustration eliminator. So let's jump into some demos. We can demo by name. We'll do that with baking soda, a common kitchen chemical. We can demo by formula. So we will use this formula. And last but not least, here's another name demo. This is a chemical that is found in a brake cleaner, probably in several brake cleaners, but one that I searched up specifically, and we will search it. So let's begin with the name baking soda. When you come to PubChem, you simply type in the name of the chemical you wish to find. Enter or the search magnifying glass, and what you want to do is match this name with one of the terms in this list, and there's baking soda. All of these other terms, sodium bicarbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate, 144-55-8, these are all synonyms for baking soda. From there, we can click into baking soda, click on that, and let the information begin. We see the chemical structure, the arrangement of the atoms that make up baking soda. We see the molecular formula, which is what we often need this for, use this for in the Room 2003 science classes. Again, we see the chemical name followed by synonyms. There's our baking soda. And right at the bottom, we jump into information. So lots of information just on the first screen. In addition to that, if you look over here, we can hyperlink to various sections of information. So let's just say I want to check out the safety and hazards of baking soda. I zoom down to this section, safety and hazards, and find out that it is not classified, that it has been verified to be of low concern based on experimental and model data. So lots of information about baking soda at our fingertips. So now I want to search on chemical formula. Go back to the search bar. All we have to do is click here, and that will take us back to the search bar. And I'm going to pop out here and review the formula, C2H7NO3S. So let me return to the search bar, C2H7NO3S. Notice that I don't even I need to capitalize the element symbols because PubChem knows. So I enter that, and I want to verify this because now I have a formula, not a name, against the molecular formula here, C2H7NO3S. That is a match, and so I know that my chemical is called taurine. Also, here's the chemical formula match out here. So taurine is a naturally occurring amino acid. It is also added to many energy drinks, and we can see again the information about taurine. We jump right into it. Naturally occurring, abundant component of fish, and has been used as an oral supplement and so on. So there's lots of stuff about taurine. Now we also see that taurine has the irritant pictogram associated with it, so we might decide to pop over here to safety and hazards, and we can read up on that as well. Now, as you notice these pictograms and the hazard symbols, just be aware that those normally apply to the chemical in its pure form. And most of the time, we are not dealing with chemicals in pure form, or I should say, many times, we are dealing with chemicals in a mixture, which will dilute them from their pure form. So you just need to take that with a little bit of grain of salt, and you may have to do some more digging if your chemical is part of a mixture to find out health and safety wise what you may need to do to protect yourself when you are dealing with it. So there's searching by chemical formula. Well, let's do one more name. This is the break clean name, tetrachloroethylene. And oh, I have a misspelling, so PubChem can't do anything with that. So let me spell that correctly. And as soon as I spell it correctly, you'll notice stuff begin to pop up. There it is in the pop-up list. Tetrachloroethylene, first thing, list of synonyms, molecular formula, and I can hop in here and find out about tetrachloroethylene. So if I'm using brake cleaner at home, I may want to be aware that it has the health hazard pictogram associated with it. And I buzz down here, and it means it is suspected of causing cancer. It is a suspected carcinogen. So what that means, if I'm using brake cleaner at home, I want to make sure that I follow the precautions on the can, ventilate the area well, uh, wear some gloves, eye protection, take those sort of precautions to limit my exposure to this material. So there are some demos on PubChem, really super easy website to use and to navigate and to find stuff, and it will keep you out of trouble. It will not allow you to find stuff that's not out there. So if you misspell like I did, or you enter a chemical formula that's incorrect, PubChem will not find it. So a PubChem summary in 4 items. First, it is available to everyone. Along with that, it is very accessible via the internet. It has an extensive list of chemicals, and I have yet to find a chemical that is not listed on PubChem. And there is comprehensive information for the individual chemicals listed out there. So a very handy site, not only for school use, but use in the workplace and use at home. So with PubChem and access via the internet to safety data sheets, you have a couple powerful tools to know about the chemicals that you are using and are potentially being exposed to. So that's it for this Room 2003 Science Lightning Talk on the subject of. And until next time, as we like to say here in Room 2003 Science, be safe and do science.